So the Lord had me to study 2 Samuel chapter 4, and I was really shocked at what I was reading because the story of David is kind of wild, right? Um, anyway, if you don't know the story, you can check it out in 2 Samuel. But David basically is anointed of the Lord to become king because the king that the people appointed, Saul, was not obedient. Crazy thing is, Saul still has a whole lineage, his sons and things, and it causes confusion. People don't want their appointed king to, be usurped. And there's like all this craziness going on. Well, long story short, in 2 Samuel, Saul's son, which is called Ishbosheth. Anyway, he has two names, Ishbosheth, and another name, like something with Baal or Baal in it, which it was before the name Baal became popular and associated with um, paganism necessarily. So it's kind of like it wasn't that he was worshiping Baal, but that he was, his name means unwise. So anyway, Saul's son is unwise, and he lives up to that. And I think the worst part about 2 Samuel chapter 4 is that the Bible doesn't even want to name him. It doesn't want to say Ishbosheth. It just says the son of Saul, Saul's son, which is an indication of his rebelliousness and everything going on in that whole situation. What I want to say is this. Those that are following Ishbosheth, they are the northern kingdom, but Judah decides to be loyal to David, so it splits Israel in half. Then there's this civil war going on, all because of David being anointed king by Samuel, and it's crazy. Everybody's at each other's throats, and it's funny because when I was thinking about, there's this funny diplomacy that's happening at war. So the captain of David's armies, which is Joab, is vexed, angry at Abner, which is the captain of Ishbosheth's army, or on Saul's side. And the whole reason is because at a specific battle in Gibeon, near a very famous pool of water, the two armies clashed in battle. Abner's side, Saul's side, lost. They were beaten back, and so Abner's like escaping. The whole problem with that situation is that one of Joab's brothers, he had two other brothers. One of the brothers begins to pursue Abner. Now, Abner is a man of war, very trained. He's a captain. He's undefeated. And he says, turn aside. How am I going to face your brother Joab if I kill you? Like, turn aside. And he's like, no, I'm going to pursue you. I'm going to pursue you. He's like, no, turn aside. Now, you have to remember, if this were some pagan nation or some other nation, that diplomacy wouldn't exist. But these are brothers. These are kinsmen. These are the 12 tribes warring amongst themselves. So there's this weird diplomacy happening. Mercy where there shouldn't be mercy, and all kind of things. But war nonetheless. And I'm saying all this to say, I hope it encourages you like it encourages me. Like, even if there's war in your family, even if there's war amongst people that you know or that you care about or that you love, know that sometimes if you didn't cause the battle, God is still in the middle of your situation. David was appointed. David was anointed. But David didn't want war. And eventually, when Ishbosheth was assassinated, there were two people thinking, oh, he's going to be so happy, And you know what? David killed the people that assassinated Ishbosheth. Why? Because David knew one thing: vengeance belongs to the Lord. When we take vengeance in our own hands, um, we can cause more sin, more iniquity. And David was a man after God's own heart. He promised in his heart that he would not harm Saul or his people. He had to defend himself. He was king. Didn't matter where he went, it didn't matter where he was going to go. Saul was going to hunt him down. So he had to defend himself. And he had the right, the rightful, the right to the throne, but he didn't take it. He never took anything away from Saul or his family. He waited it out. He fought it out with the Holy Spirit. And so I'm encouraging you, if you're in a season where you're fighting battles with those that are close to you, marriage, family, and you're desperately trying to say, hey, I'm not for war, I'm for peace. Sometimes the situation is that war comes, but we have a choice on whether we want to be like David and leave vengeance in the hands of God, or if we're going to be like Saul and seek out mediums to bring power on our side, if we're going to seek out darkness, if we're going to seek out whatever means necessary to gain the victory over our adversary. So I hope this is encouraging somehow. And sorry for the bad video. I really didn't want to make this video because I don't, there's a lot of things I wish I could change about this video right now. But I'm happy to be able to share, and I hope it's a blessing.